On the shelf with or at the bottom of that stack of other well-mined tombs, The Black Woman, an Anthology, Conditions, 5 The Black Woman's Issue, Lesbian Fiction, Top Ranking, Sister is Never Far From Me. I retain several dog-eared, underlined, coffee-splotched copies of her, at home, at work, on my nightstand, as necessary as my eyeglasses, my second sight. A fall semester of teaching my women's studies seminar never passes without deploying one of the following texts in theorizing feminist activism. Age, Race, Class, and Sex, Women Redefining Difference, An Open Letter to Mary Daly, or The Uses of Anger, Women Responding to Racism. In one paragraph, Lorde can simultaneously blow away the entire Enlightenment project and use its tools too. In 1990, I quoted myself in knowing the danger in going there anyway. An article I wrote on Lorde for the Boston feminist newspaper Sojourner. I'll change the sister trope and quote myself again. I said that Audre Lorde's work is a neighbor I've grown up with, one who can always be counted on for honest talk, to rescue me when I've forgotten the key to my own house, to go with me to a tenants or town meeting, a community festival. In 1990, Lorde was still walking among us. Sister Outsider has taken its creator's place as that good neighbor. And with this new edition, we will have our good neighbor and sister for another generation. May those of us who are Sister Outsider's old neighbors continue to be inspired by her luminous writing, and may those new neighbors be newly inspired.
First and foremost a poet, Audre Lorde's work has contributed to social justice and visionary writing by providing countless examples of how to be brave, especially as an outsider, and do one's work using whatever piece of power you own, no matter how small, in the service of what you believe. I first met Audre during the late 70s after a reading at Mount Holyoke College in Western Massachusetts. She had recently undergone surgery for breast cancer and was in the process of finishing the cancer journals. This was a woman who definitely knew where her power was located, inside herself, and had obviously spent a lot of time refueling. I began reading everything she wrote, before or since, that I could get my hands on. On the page, as in person, I found a Black lesbian feminist who could articulate unique, complex analysis using language that was truthful, loving, and accessible, someone who could connect with the experiences and progressive visions of others from her own location.
When I won the National Book Award in 1974 for my poetry collection, Diving into the Wreck, I just couldn't take it only for myself. Not with nominees like Audre and like Alice Walker up there with me. So I accepted it with them on behalf of all women. And it was an honor to do that, you know. It was an honor to help Audre become the great influential poet that she was. She inspires me. She refused to be circumscribed by any simple identity. Audre Lorde wrote as a Black woman, a mother, a daughter, a lesbian, a feminist. She was a visionary.
Audre was influential. She didn't believe in the American dream, or at least for herself. She felt that the American dream wasn't for an African-American Black woman, especially for a lesbian. I remember her saying that she only existed in the American dream as a nightmare. I asked her about the experience of being a woman in this culture. She said it was worse than a nightmare, that Black women are blank. They have no identity. I disagreed with her, but Audre being Audre, she still disagreed with me. She really felt that everyone should live with recognizing others' differences. That was the heart. That was her heart. For everyone to live with each other's differences, but in the same breath, realize that we all are similar in one way or another.
I was born Black and a woman. I am trying to become the strongest person I can become, to live the life I have been given, and to help effect change toward a livable future for this earth and for my children. As a Black, lesbian, feminist, socialist, poet, mother of 2, including 1 boy and member of an interracial couple, I usually find myself part of some group in which the majority defines me as deviant, difficult, inferior, or just plain wrong. From my membership in all of these groups, I have learned that oppression and the intolerance of difference come in all shapes and sizes and colors and sexualities, and that among those of us who share the goals of liberation and a workable future for our children, there can be no hierarchies of oppression.